take photos, make memories, and print them out. Now, why do I say this? Maybe this is a thing that you have noticed as well, or maybe you have someone in the group that makes photos, that takes photos when you're out and about. But usually when when there's a party, when we're out and about, usually I am the one that's taking the photos, which is why I have not a lot of photos that aren't selfies where I'm also in, because then I have to take the group selfie, because for some reason I can get the angle right to get like 100 people onto the selfie. But whatever the case may be, basically what I want to urge you to do is to take more photos, because really it is a very rare person that is sad that a photo was taken. Now there might be some, but not really. And usually, yeah, you can say, oh, it sort of sometimes takes away from the moment. It takes away from the moment for like 10 seconds, and then you're back in the moment. But if the moment was so great that you want to remember it, having a photo is great. I think one thing you should probably do less is videos. I don't think videos are as interesting as photos, because what you can do with photos is the biggest hack of them all. You can print them out. And I urge you to do that. I haven't started it yet. I'm a little bit, it's not like quite hypocritical just yet, but I basically want to print out a whole bunch of photos. And I want to start just like a photo wall or something like that. I've already looked at some things. There are like some clip. It's almost like clips for washing, like the laundry pegs or towel clips and stuff like that. And there are some that are that you can stick onto the wall, so they have like adhesive on there, and you can stick them on the wall and you can just put a photo in there. That is a super cool idea, and I was like, okay, that's actually pretty nice. Then you can also switch out the photos in theory, which is pretty neat, and or you could just like do a whole bunch of different crazy stuff. And that's definitely what I want to do. I want to print out a bunch of photos, because I don't even know, on my phone, there's I mean, there's thousands of photos at this point. And that's only going back to July 2023. So talk about 1.5-ish years, let's say. Because of course, you just take photos just on the heck of it, like why not, when there's a party and stuff like that. And I think the biggest thing is, the reason why I say print them out is they should not, like, don't let them go to digital purgatory, right? Because what's going to happen is that you're going to have them and they're going to be in purgatory forever, and then it's over, right? Because you have them on like some sort of, hard drive somewhere, and you're never going to look at them. Even when you're in their phone, you're never going to look at them. You're going to be like, oh, I have to show you this, I don't even know, this crazy weather that we had, or I want to show you this meal that we have had, or yo, we ate there, look at the stuff that they made, it was so cool. Yeah, that's fine. But why not print them out? Why not print some of them out? Like, genuinely. It's so what we have is, I don't know if this has to exist in other countries as well. It would be crazy to me if it doesn't. We have like the self-printing stuff. So before, obviously, you had to like take your film and send it in, and it would take like a couple of days. But nowadays, in some shops in Germany, we can literally just go in there into like Rossmann, DM. There's like a bunch of them, and you literally can just print out your photos. So you take with you your phone, or you take whatever USB storage device you have, and you just plug it in there, and then you just select your photos, and you can even print them in a little bigger or smaller, and then you pay, I don't know, like 12 cents per photo or something like that. Honestly, I think that's okay. That's like actually just totally fine. I think that's totally okay. And because it's specifically also it's photo paper, right? So it's not just normal paper. It's like actual photos that you would get, the old time photos that you would get in like an album, and then you put them into the album. I don't know. I think that's great. And the fact that you can get them for, I mean, pretty much dirt cheap to print them out, I think is a wonderful idea. And then when you have a big wall of memories, you can look at that and you can be like, that's actually really freaking nice. And at some point, if that wall is full, then take a photo of the wall, and then bam, and then you have like a photoception, right? So you take a photo of the wall with all your photos in it, and then you print that one out in a little bit bigger, and all of a sudden you have the wall with you at all times. That's genius idea. But yeah, I don't know. We take too little photos, in my opinion, right? Sometimes I feel like there was this because now we have the photos with us all the time. Now maybe this is not a problem for you. I literally sometimes I talk about stuff and I feel like, is this even an issue for other people? But it is rare that like an issue is only befallen on one person. I doubt it because everyone I've talked to, I always say, and we take like too little, like we don't take enough photos, and they're like, yeah, you're right, it's actually true. Even though we have the freaking, you know, best like freaking camera with us at all times in the form of our phones, doesn't matter. We just don't, for some reason, we don't take enough photos, in my opinion. I think that we don't take enough, and if we do, then we don't print them out, and they stay on the phone forever, and no one looks at, like, it's a rare person that actually takes time to look through your photos, right? So it would be better if you had a party, just take like 5 or 10 of those photos. Yeah, I think 5 or 10 is fine, depending on, you know, the significance of the party, let's say. Print them out, and then there you go. Or, you know, you just say, hey, I had a party. For every party, I want to print out 3 photos. Something like that. Or for every gathering, right? It doesn't have to be a party, but for every gathering where I'm with my friends or I was doing something, I want to print out 3 photos. I think that would be nice. And I think that's definitely going to be what I'm going to do in the near future. To, I don't know, to just like keep the memories, right? Because what do they say? A picture says more than 1,000 words. So let's go. Let's take a picture. And the only reason why I'm, you know, semi against video is because, I mean, are you really gonna rewatch that? Like, I get it. If it's like a special moment, or yes, but I would rather have the photos because they're easily printed out and you have something tangible. With a video, you always need to somehow display it on a screen, right? You will always have to look back on it on a screen, versus when you have a photo, you can print it out, you have something tangible later that you can put in an album or put on a wall or something like that. That's why I basically, that's why I'm basically talking about that. And I don't know. I mean, at the end, right? So now we're going to get a little bit into, I mean, I'm not necessarily something else, but in the end, the memories are what's going to like sort of, I mean, that's what you're going to be left with, right? And I do think that with those like awesome pictures and awesome photos, I think you're going to be remembering more, right? And you're going to remember better. That's what I think. Because you're going to be like, oh, that was a beautiful moment. So one thing I have, for example, on my desk, because I mean, a lot of people have pictures on their desk, but I have a desk from a Sylvester party. So Sylvester, New Year's Eve. There you go. Sylvester is the German name for it. It's not Sylvester Stallone, but there you go. But yeah, the New Year's Eve party. And that was from like basically me and my family. And it's like, that's one of the best pictures that we have. And it's awesome. And it's great. And that's just like, it's a great picture because when I see it, I'm like, I can like almost transport myself back to that moment. That's how awesome the picture is. And it's just nice. Everyone's smiling. Everyone's having a good time. I still remember that, like that night. It was awesome, right? And that's, I don't know. I think that's, it can be something special. And then sometimes you have a special picture and why not? Why not share it, right? Print it out. If you have a couple of friends on there, print it out a couple of times. Bam, bam. Just you know, share it with people. And there you go. I think it's beautiful. I think that is a beautiful idea. And, you know, at the end, you can take them with you. And yeah, maybe if you're going to show them to your grandchildren at some point, maybe they're not going to be as enthusiastic to like see those because they're like, oh, Grandpa, I know, I've seen the simulations from your memories. I was there, you know. It's like, maybe that's not going to happen in our lifetimes, but who knows, right? Maybe they're going to be like, yeah, I replayed all your memories. I know. Also, you were a little bit of a weird guy when you were alone. Why did you access those memories? You were not supposed to access those memories. I locked them down. Yeah, but if you put your password as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then I'm gonna hack into it. Oh, the youngins and you and your memory. Listen, I don't know where this went, but you know, maybe that's another fun memory that we're gonna have. But anyway, that was it for today's yap, and talk to you soon again.